Dragon Ball Project Multi. We actually finally have an update here. There is going to be a premiere on YouTube in about 7 minutes, as you can see on the screen, where the producers of the game are going to be talking about the game. Now, for context, if you guys don't know what this is, or you maybe just don't remember because it has been quite a while, Project Multi is a new Dragon Ball game. It is a game that can be played either on PC or on mobile. It has that cross-platform compatibility. It's kind of very similar to something like Pokemon Unite, where you can play with people on different platforms at the same time, which is good. But it is essentially a MOBA game. It's a mobile, what is it, multiplayer online battle arena MOBA. Again, very similar to Pokemon Unite, pretty casual in my experience. There's like no items, and it is very user friendly. It's very easy to learn and understand. So there was a beta for the game, and it was quite a while ago. So this has been a long time in the making. And just to quickly go over the timeline of when this game was announced and stuff like that, this game was initially revealed on August 8th, 2024. So yeah. Now the beta released on August 20th, so about 2 weeks after the announcement, they released the beta on August 20th. And then the last time we got a news update for the game was November 3rd of last year. So we're talking like 7 months ago, with 7 months without like any information whatsoever. So we have been kind of in the dark on this, and then out of nowhere they came out and said, hey, we're going to update you guys on the state of the game here. So what I expect from this is, number one, they're going to introduce the producers of the game. I mean, okay. I wonder who it is. An overview of what the game actually is. So again, for those of you who played the beta, for those of you who watched my content on the beta, I have videos up using all the characters that were available at the time, first time playing the game, reaction to the reveal, stuff like that. I imagine much has changed since the beta, just because, you know, it's been a long time, 7 months. They've had a long time to develop and work on some updates for the game. I expect them to reveal the official name of the game. There have been leaks about that. I have not covered those because it's supposed to be like a special announcement, so I'll react to that live here. And then finally, there definitely will be almost assuredly a release date announced officially for the game, and possibly a second beta. I think it's just going to depend on how close we actually are to the release of the game. If we still are like a month plus away from the release, I could see them maybe doing another beta, but I'm not exactly sure. It's just going to depend on what the timeline looks like for that. So we have a few minutes before this starts. Let me actually just pause here, and I'll come back once this starts. But I just wanted to give a bit of a background overview / review of what this game was, just so that we can go into this on the same page here. All right, so we are just about 25 seconds from the premiere of this update here. I don't know how long this is going to be, so I don't know how long this video will be, but whatever they announce, I am looking forward to seeing what they have to say. This is going to be the next installment in Dragon Ball games, so pretty exciting. We'll see what they talk about, and we'll see who is announcing things here. Let's go. Let's go. The first ever Project Multi-producer letter sort of thing. Okay, we actually have a trailer here. Nice. New game. Okay, I saw like Bojack, Frieza in there. Yeah, we didn't have all these characters in the beta, that's for sure. Okay, we got like Dodoria and Zarbon in there. There's a transformation for Goku. Boo was in the beta. So was Krillin. 18 was in the beta. Kid Gohan was in the beta. So was Piccolo. Cooler actually was in the beta and Frieza wasn't. Insane. Nice. They got the supernova in there. Zamasu was broken. Vegeta was broken. Yeah, the animations on this game just look so good. There's a Spirit Bomb, Squad Up, Beat Down, Dragon Ball Project Multi. And there's the official reveal of the name, GEKISHIN SQUADRA. Interesting. There's Caulifla. Wow, okay, they got Caulifla in there. Hey, who's that?
Hello, everyone. I'm Toshi from Bandai.
What's up, Toshi?
As you saw in the trailer at the beginning of the show, the new Dragon Ball game project, first revealed in 2024, Dragon Ball Project Multi, will officially be released under the title Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA.
Let's start off with an overview of Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA. GEKISHIN SQUADRA is the first ever team-oriented Dragon Ball game that gives fans from around the world
it's a MOBA.
the freedom to play as their favorite character.
In terms of the name, I feel like people are not gonna like that very much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what people think about this later.
Each player will choose a hero character to engage in a 4v4 battle. Level up your characters by defeating enemies.
Yeah, and there's different modes in this game too, which we got a taste of in the beta too.
In the main rule, players will
main rule is like this map, the general map.
By eliminating gods of destructions that stand in their way. There will be other various game modes on launch. So
yeah, we had that land grab mode. Oh, that's new, the treasure chest. Okay.
Our design philosophy with GEKISHIN SQUADRA is to provide an enjoyable experience even when the skill gap between players may seem too large.
Yeah, it's
Don't worry,
pretty
though.
casual.
Players with a deeper understanding of the game will have an edge over others. But we've made intentional design choices that incorporate many different variables to provide a varying experience between matches.
Okay.
To make Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA more enjoyable for everyone, we are working on expanding support beyond the mobile.
Oh wow, that's pretty big.
To include console.
That's good. The more platforms you can play the game on, the better, obviously.
Players on different consoles can fight each other.
That's very good.
There will also be cross-platform save support, allowing game progress and save data.
Yeah, so you can play on your mobile device and then transfer the data over.
Play the game
Yeah.
at home on the console. Then continue playing on
With the same
mobile
account, yeah.
device
That's good. That's good.
to make sure our game is ready for all players on each platform. We will be holding a network test from June 12th to
Okay,
June
there's
16th.
kind of like the next kind of beta.
National character from last year's beta
Yeah, new
test,
beta announced.
So keep an eye out.
That's in a week from now. What? Okay, that's pretty close.
We've received a lot of valuable feedback from our players during the regional beta tests we held last year. Our upcoming network test will incorporate improvements based on these feedback.
Examples of some of the feedback we received include positive impressions on the overall graphics quality, the game rules, and the controls. At the same time, we've received some comments regarding the high frequency of matches
Against bot opponents. Yeah, that was a huge
the unfair advantage
issue.
and the bonus of defeating the Great Ape.
The Great Ape was a
and
big one too,
the
yeah.
brightness of matches, feeling like the same repeating experience. Let's start off with the Great Ape.
They mentioned they were going to change this in the update.
Amplify the flow of battle, bring matches to a close, and offer teams a chance to make a comeback. While it did serve those intended purposes, we found that the comeback mechanic ended up being a source of frustration.
The Great Ape is basically like
Because of that,
the PvE goal, that, like the a buff that you get from defeating the PvE boss, basically.
Exploring alternative ways to reintroduce the Great Ape in a different form.
Okay.
Additionally, in order for us to provide a more varied gameplay experience, we are planning to implement two major updates.
Okay.
First, we are introducing a new system called the Divine Draw. At the start of
Divine
the
Draw,
match,
the
two special
Brink
rules
Grand
will
Prix.
be chosen at random that will influence the entire match.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
rules can have all sorts of effects. For example, one rule might cause an explosion to occur when a player is defeated, burning away all nearby enemy players.
There's different perks
While
for
another rule
matches.
might spawn special enemy NPCs that rewards a lot of experience when defeated.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
By introducing different rules to each match, we hope to bring more variety to the gameplay experience.
Yeah, that's good. But there's obviously going to be like one or two that are like better than the others. I don't like that's always going to happen.
For damaging the Gods of Destruction, the GEKISHIN Burst. With this implementation, Gods of Destruction will be immune to rush attacks and skills.
Okay.
Attackers will need to strategically use GEKISHIN Bursts, while defenders will have
The
to
Gods of
protect
Destructions
the
are basically the
gods while trying to
towers in this
strike back
game.
at the attackers. We believe this addition will create a wider range of strategies and provide a more varied gaming experience. That covers two of the biggest changes we're implementing, but there are other updates as well.
Cool.
So please experience them for yourself.
It's in a week, guys. We got another week before the next beta. That's pretty cool. Hope they announce the actual release date,
We'll
though.
be sharing further updates through our official X account, as well on our new Instagram and Facebook pages. So be sure to follow us to stay informed.
Okay.
We've also started an official GEKISHIN SQUADRA Discord server.
Wow, an official
This is
Discord?
a first for a Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
that's the
game.
first time I've ever
And
seen a
the
Dragon Ball
Discord
game
server
do
is
that.
a great place to find friends to play
Interesting.
the game with.
Yeah, that is
So be sure to join from
that
the
is a
description
new
below.
thing, huh? Okay.
That's it for today's video.
That's it. Okay, no release date, huh?
Working very hard to launch the game sometime in 2025.
Sometime this
Stay
year.
tuned.
Okay.
See you all on the battlefield of Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA.
All right. You know what? Let me actually rewind and just see if there's any other characters we can kind of pinpoint from the trailer. Give me a second here. All right, let's play this back in like 0.25 speed and see if we can notice any characters here that we might have missed. So we have Dodoria, Zarbon, and Frieza. I think they're probably all going to be the same character. Like, it's going to be Frieza with a Dodoria and Zarbon as part of his like arsenal of attacks or something. That's probably what's going to happen, right? So we have that. We have, yeah, because Frieza, for some reason, Frieza wasn't in the beta of the game. They had Cooler, but they did not have Frieza. So I expect in this next beta test, the network test, they're going to have a playable Frieza available. Here's Goku training in the gravity chamber, arriving on Namek, I guess is what that's supposed to be. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have all these characters were available in the beta, but none of, actually no, Cooler was, but we have Frieza, Bojack, and Deborah in here. Okay, those are new. So Bojack made the cut. Nice, dude. Bojack made it in. Deborah made it into the base game, I guess. All right, so here they're all flying in. Actually, it's all okay. So it's, I guess Dodoria and Zarbon are kind of just like following Frieza around. I guess is first form Frieza going to be like his own character, and he's not going to have a transformation, and it's going to have like each of the transformations its own form, or I guess like its own character. Interesting, because for Cooler goes from his normal like form to final form, and that's the same character. It's a transformation that he has. So yeah, this is like that new system they were talking about, where you can deal with the gods of destruction more easily. This is Frieza, Zarbon, and Dodoria all destroying some poor. Yeah, it's he's killing Krillin. Oh god. Okay, and then here's the transformation into Super Saiyan. I think I saw like Caulifla in here as well. Did I see like I think I saw Oob as well somewhere. Okay, yeah, there's Goku doing the Kamehameha there. Fat Boo was in the beta as well, so we already know that he was going to be here. Krillin was in there. 18 was in the beta as well. The Tournament of Power 18, for whatever reason, over the Android Saga 18. Okay, all these attacks look very cool. If you guys never played the beta or never seen footage of the game, the animation quality is very, very high. And all these animations are playing out like very rapidly. And here's Cooler. Is he going to transform? Okay, yeah, this is like essentially the end of the transformation animation that he has. And then does the Supernova. Yep, this is his ultimate. Does like massive AoE damage to everybody. Here's Frieza's ultimate. I guess Frieza does the Supernova too. I mean, that makes sense. That's the first one Frieza's attack, right? And then he does the beautiful fireworks slap. Zamasu was crazy broken in the beta just because of how much damage he did on top of being unkillable. Like, he was just a ridiculous character. Vegeta also was like unironically one of the more broken characters because of how much AoE damage he did on top of being really tanky. Like, Vegeta's a tank character, Zamasu's a tank character. It really felt like the tank characters were a little bit overtuned in the beta. They just did way too much damage on top of being insanely difficult to kill. Here's Trunks. Trunks was like an assassin type character. Like, he just focused on single target damage, killing people down very quickly with burst damage. I think Android 18 was a similar role to Trunks. 18 just felt like the superior character to me, but maybe they changed, rebalanced things, which would make sense to me. There's Vegeta's Big Bang AoE. Here's Goku's Spirit Bomb. There's Bojack. Actually, you can see it's full power Bojack. So Bojack has the transformation into full power. It's kind of difficult to see there, but that is what it looks like. All right, I think they're going to show some menu stuff here too in a second. So let's just quickly see if we can notice anything. Yeah, Squad Up, Beatdown, Dragon Ball Project Multi. Okay, no, they're going to change it over. We can make it a little bit faster here. Yep, the official name. What do you guys? Let me know what you guys think of the official name, GEKISHIN SQUADRA. I'm kind of mixed. I feel like most Dragon Ball games have one-word titles. It's Dragon Ball Fighters. It's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Right? It's Dragon Ball Legends. So it's like usually it's like one-word titles. This one is not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about the name. You guys can let me know. There's Caulifla. She was not in the beta, so that is a character that again we are seeing newly added to the roster of characters here. And let's just quickly like scan through and see. Yeah, so 4v4 team battles, Zamasu, Piccolo. Yep, those are all the same. We saw those from the beta. And is that it? Are we seeing any other characters in here? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Yeah, okay, there's Oob. This is where I saw Oob. Yeah, Oob is here. Looks like Bojack is a transforming character. Trunks is a transforming character. Goku's a transforming character. Right now in the beta, we've only seen base to Super Saiyan Goku. This is interesting though. Okay, so there's some more characters. Okay, I think that's probably all of the characters that they showed in this little like teaser video. Honestly, I expected them to talk about a release date, but at least they said we are planning on releasing the game at some point this year. We do have a new network test releasing next week, so I definitely will be doing content on that. The game is very fun, and hopefully they've made some good updates to the game, not only in what they've talked about here, but also other things as well, make it easier to play with people, because I remember in the original beta, it was very difficult to even invite people to your group. They had like issues with the friend system, but I am excited about this game. Toshi is officially going to be the producer, one of the producers on this game, which I'm shocked, dude, I'm so shocked. Mind blown that he's the producer here. So let me know what you guys think about this update for Dragon Ball Project Multi, now known as GEKISHIN SQUADRA. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.